random guy from the hood, right?
Correct.
And his description was like super generic?
Yes.
Right, some black guy with dreads from the hood.
Yes.
Is that a good lead?
No.
Okay. Did you believe that that's where he bought the gun?
It's possible.
Like, did you think that it was more likely that he got it from another Latin king?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Luis Rivera rented the Prius on the July trip, yes?
Correct.
According to Luis Rivera, it was his gun that was used in the homicide, yes?
Yes.
The only hotel reservation you have for that trip was a room rented by Luis Rivera, correct?
One of the rooms.
And then you have one rented by Shadrach Nobles, right?
Correct.
A gentleman that purportedly lives in his own car, right?
Correct.
Someone that picks up drugs for other people, correct?
Yes.
And you don't know, did you do a search to see how many other nights Shadrach Nobles got rented a motel in Tallahassee?
I did not personally.
Right, you just went to that one night, right? That one night that he said, and you found that he stayed in a certain motel, right?
Correct.
Did Luis Rivera... Did he mention pulling out a firearm on 4 people inside of a hotel room?
Sustained that earlier, sustained objection. That was saying that. Please don't try to go around my rulings, please.
I didn't mean to,
Well,
Judge.
thank you.
And once again, who's the only person that claims that my client shot Dan Markel? Is that Luis Rivera?
That's correct.
All right, well, I thought it might be longer than that. Mr. Kaz said he has several hours. I don't know that we want to go to 8:15. If y'all rather go home, or I was hoping to get the state's case done today, but I don't think that's realistic. So we're going to break for the evening. Be back here at 8:45. We're making progress, not as fast as I'd like, but we're making progress. All right, y'all have a good evening. Everybody be seated or step out. You can step down. So what are you expecting after Agent Sanford, Ms. Kappelman?
Sir?
What further witnesses are you expecting after Mr. Kappelman? I mean, after Mr. Agent Sanford?
I have the Dolce Vita witness, and then I was going to recall Investigator Isom for a couple minimal purposes.
So you're going to do what on Dolce Vita?
Call the person who was present for the Dolce Vita recording.
Okay. So you're going to play that tape?
I don't think I'm going to play it in its entirety. I had considered playing a snippet of it just to give the jury an idea of what it is, what the problems are with it.
So any new demonstrative aids, if we're going to have them, let's give them to the defense tonight so we don't have to hear complaints about that tomorrow.
Yeah, won't help.
What other issues we need to deal with?
I don't think so, Judge. The clerk was inquiring as to whether or not Your Honor would like to mark the transcripts of the calls as court exhibits.
For the ones that sustained objections to?
No, sir. These are the ones that were allowed
the
in.
transcripts that, for which part of it? The wiretap?
Yes, sir.
That were listened to?
Correct.
Yeah, they ought to be made part of the court file in some form. If you want to mark them as court exhibits, that'll be fine. What else?
That is all I can think of at the moment, Your Honor.
All right, from the defense?
Just a question, Your Honor, not a request. With respect to Wednesday, I was a little bit confused. My understanding is that the courthouse is closed because of Yom Kippur.
I said Friday we're going to be in court Wednesday.
Okay.
As That's why I said it Friday. I was hoping everybody's listening.
I just want to make sure, because when I talked to other people, they were telling me, no, the courthouse is absolutely closed.
Better talk to me, all right?
That's why I'm bringing it up now.
That's why I said Friday, if anybody else is confused. That's why I brought it up Friday, so everybody be on notice. Anyway, anything else?
Yes, Judge. Really briefly, if the government concludes their testimony tomorrow, let's say both sides conclude, let's say Wednesday afternoon, would we go right into closings, or would you give us some time to prepare our closing, or should we be prepared to go directly into closing?
You're asking me to hypothesize a whole lot. It kind of depends.
Sure.
Kind of might depend how much time I thought we'd been wasting. So anyway, we'll see. I can't give you an answer.
One question along those lines, Your Honor, we did it for voir dire. Is there an idea of how long Your Honor would give for each party to close? I anticipate that it would probably be along the same time frame as what we needed for voir dire. Of course, voir dire went a lot quicker, but I would imagine an hour and a half to 2 hours to close this.
I mean, we can discuss that now if you desire. I was going to ask y'all some point in time. I guess now is as good a time as any. How long does the state think they need for closing?
2 hours would be more than sufficient for the state, for both parts.
So, I mean, I think anybody talks 2 hours, they'll be talking to themselves. But if y'all want 2 hours each, that's up to you. Good lawyers know not to put the jury to sleep, but each of you want 2 hours as a cap?
As a cap, I don't expect.
Yes, Judge. I would say an hour and 15 for me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take a 2 hour cap, but I'll tell you that's half that cap time of the year.
good lawyers not going to talk more than an hour, but anyway,
We don't have any of those here, so.
what's that?
We don't have any of them here. So.
Yeah, you just need to keep in mind what the jury can absorb. So maybe an hour and a half. Everybody okay with an hour and a half?
That's fine, Judge. Fine for Mr.
No objection.
All right.
I'd still ask for 2. I've outlined it.
Okay. I thought you were saying you didn't want that long. I'm sorry.
I would like to have the comfort if it needs to go that long, just if I need to play things. I don't know what else the state's going to move in. I don't know if Mr. Zanganese is going to move in. I don't know how my case in chief is going to go. As I did with Your Honor for voir dire, we gave an hour 45. I think I was far less than that on mine, and it got shorter and shorter and shorter. I wanted to be short, but if I have to play out some exhibits, it could eat up some of my time. But I can give Your Honor the confidence that I would not talk longer than I need to, if that helps. I'm going to get to the point.
All right. If you want to give everybody 2 hours, we can do so. Hope you don't use it, but if that's what you want, we'll do so. All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Oh.
All right.
Judge, can we just put Your Honor on notice that we have not yet received any mental health mitigation from Mr. Garcia's team, so I know they're working on it, but I'm just letting you know we're eager to get started on that.
Just saying, hey, where do we stand on that? I know you had some issue with your expert. We got.
Right. We did have a new expert appointed less than about a week or a week and a half ago. She's done multiple sessions and done her due diligence. I know that she'll make herself available for deposition if the government wants to depose her.
We do.
Let me know whenever you guys want to depose her, and I'll make her available.
Right. No, there's not going to be a lot of time between, the end of the case and the penalty phase.
Correct, and what I believe, and my understanding is, given with the ASA that's handling it, it's not one of the members that are actively participating in the trial. Well, at least this portion of it. So let me know whenever he's available and he wants to depose her. I know that she's available within reasonable notice.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. See y'all in the morning, 8:30.